Line up for your float line. I just drift. I'm kind of just sitting here, little micro adjustments. And my goal is to tuck my stern in right behind that second tube. There we go. Pop the black water. And I kind of push a little bit back into it. And then what I want to do is get these two features at the bottom straight so I can pull away from this wall. That drives me. There we go. And that's lined up perfectly. Just pull away from this. You got lots of time here. Sweet. And that was Jaws. Now we're getting towards wall one and then Telfer's hole. So this right here is wall one where all this water's piling on. And I like to come in from the left. I follow the shoal. And I just point my bow right at it. And then I'm just back bearing upstream to kill my momentum. And then down on the left. The boils kind of are a great buffer to keep you off the wall. Then I'm immediately pivoting back to the other side because on the left here is Telfer's hole, which is nasty. And right now there's a tree that is cabled to the river left the river down here. Now it used to be river wide about a month ago, and they couldn't get it out. They're using their advantage right now. Punch through that. And that river left tree is a huge hazard right now. You see the cables that are gathering into the bank? It used to be river wide right here, and you had to go over a slot in the middle and tip your oars to get over it. Real dicey, but now we're heading into the Narrows, which is not the narrowest spot of Mule Creek Canyon, but narrow nonetheless. And in here, you're supposed to enter towards the pulling towards this right-hand wall because the water's pushing off it, so it kind of will push you back across. And it's a little oar ship. I push away a little bit. And you're kind of riding that boil line off that right-hand bank. And then this is kind of our little flat zone chill spot before we head into the coffee pot. You got a second to recollect yourself. You can catch this eddy right here is a fantastic safety eddy. This is the highest of one you can catch. Pretty small, pretty chill, nothing crazy. And then let's see, oh, Zach right behind us. We're not going to catch any eddies today. Beautiful. Little bump. No bump, actually.
Probably wanted that bump.
All right, and so then this eddy on river left is your second safety eddy. That's a really easy one to catch. Then right down here, the bottom is coffee pot. And there is one last eddy river left you can catch right above it. You can see it starting right here, yep. And so I like to come in with my bow pointed to the left, because there's a lot of weird water pushing off this right-hand bank, and I kind of like to ride the bubble a little bit. And usually, if I am going to try to hit a wall, I'm going to try to hit that left-hand wall straight on, because then it'll give me backwards momentum to get away from the coffee pot swirlies that are down below it. Alright, get a little tube stuck, Still pulling, I'm still pulling. We're gonna bounce off this wall a little bit, or maybe not. Nope, not today. Alright, here's the coffee pot proper. This is where people do circles. I'm gonna bounce off this wall, hit the door, boom. Now we're riding in the coffee pot. We're just sitting here hanging out. Might do some spins, do some laps. And then getting out of here, the current is on the right side. So if you put an oar in the right side current, it'll push you out. And then a lot of times a boat will come up and nose this rock right here that we're just drifting by. But today, we popped out pretty unscathed. Yeah. That little slant right above it. Yeah, and that was the coffee pot. Mill Creek Canyon mellows out a little bit from here. It's a great little waterfall, but we'll pull over and then watch the rest of the crew.
Seems like the idea there is
Oh. Yeah.